Dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And Dizzle.
Uh-oh. Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The Inside. Real deal, straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the Big Boss Rick Ross.
What up? It's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and Dizzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle. Episode
353. That's all right. 353. 354?
There you go.
This one.
Hey, man, we got to start the pod off by saying happy born day to Killer, though.
Hey.
July is lit on the pod. Your birthday, the wife's birthday, and the newest addition to the squad, Baby Dizzle, born in July.
Yeah. I'm celebrating all weekend. My birthday actually Monday tomorrow, but you know how we do. My birthday Thursday. We get shit this Thursday. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Big 4-1. So been doing a lot of reminiscing about last year's big shindig. I've been going through all the pics again. I love how like my party has like people like moments, things have happened in people's lives and they refer back. And one thing I get a chuckle with is Dizzle always goes back to like my wife came here, had a good time, and like he shows the before and like the before and after pic of like them where she was like standing real nice and pretty, and then when she on the chair bent over, he like
yeah, she was drunk as fuck. I remember that vividly, and we were supposed to do the wife pod the next day, if I'm not mistaken, and she was not able to get up.
Yeah, that was a good time. So it's a blessing to get these birthdays and another lap around the sun. So I appreciate y'all.
No doubt, fellas. How was the week?
Go ahead, Dizzle. Go ahead.
Nah, mine's chill. I got the first taste of working and having a kid. So last 2 days I've been super tired. I've said it before, but I've mapped out my time off to where I think I only work maybe 5 weeks for the rest of the year.
This is one of your like 12 days you got until 2024.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to bust out a 12 to 9 shift, which was fine. But then the next day, which was yesterday, I had to do a 5:30 to 2:30. So you can only imagine how much sleep I got from maybe trying to go to bed around midnight and then waking up around 5 to try to go to work. Yeah, what's up?
I got dad question.
Yes.
What type of routine is the baby on eating and sleeping? Because it could be a 2 hour, it could be a 3 hour, it could be a 4 hour. You know,
it's about 2 to 3. It's about a 2 to 3 hour. Every 2 to 3 hours, he fussing, trying to console him, and that ain't working. So damn, okay.
Swaddling helping.
Little bit. Swaddling is cool, but he busts out them bitches. Like he like his arms. He like having his arms and hands. So when he's swaddled up, he's making a fuss until he can get an arm loose.
Yeah.
Get up off me, bruh.
Right.
Basically. So I only got a few hours of sleep and then turned around after work, went to a cookout, been in the sun. You know, that sun will take the energy away from you.
Yeah.
Drinking and fuck, it just was tired. But
wait, we get skipping over drinking. Y'all ain't did that. Y'all ain't did that in like a year.
Yeah. We'll the day we got back from the hospital, we already had the shots flowing. Like we had bottles waiting on us. Just bottles literally sitting there for a year, just waiting on us. So ever since the baby came, we've been at it probably every weekend. And shit, time is moving by fast. By the next pod, the baby about to be a month old already.
Damn.
Like shit is zooming.
So I feel like we at the station like 2 weeks ago. I feel like, you know, like that was a month ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. People really say like when you have a kid, you'll see how time flies. They grow up so quick. And I know it's just a month, but it doesn't seem like we've had them for a month coming up. So
Yeah, wait till them Facebook memories hit, and it'd be like 7 years ago, and your sophomore was laying on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it hit different.
Yeah, but not too much this week. I got a DJ gig later on today, so I'm probably gonna try to get a nap in right after the pod. But yeah, just been getting to it, dad life and chilling.
Yeah, man.
Dope, man. As for me, man, Friday night went to the TBT down at UD Arena. Now it was supposed to be UD's team playing Ohio State's team, the Red Scare versus Carmen's Crew in the TBT, but Red Scare ain't take care of business. They lost in the first round, man. So that was super disappointing. Said what?
That number 1 seed?
Yeah, number 1 seed on their home floor lost. So that sucked. But I mean, ultimately, we went down there still. See the Ohio State alumni team. They got a win on Friday night, but they lost on Saturday. But after we hit up the TBT, when it checked out, I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Chef Dame. He got a pop-up restaurant down in the Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Got vegan options, a whole bunch of dope food down there. So, you know, your boy been outside a little bit, went to check out that food, and it was dope, man. So shouts out to him. And then yesterday, went down to the Natty to see 50 and Busta Rhymes final lap tour at Riverbend. Busta tore it down, but 50 tore it down. And as we're leaving, as in the club is on, that's when we turned on the fight. So shouts out to my brother Damon for sending a link, so I was able to watch the fight on the drive home.
Nice.
We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, man.
Oh yeah. That was something for the seats.
That was a display.
No doubt.
For me, had a busy week getting ready for, you know, birthday, and then got a random call. Shouts to my dude DJ already. Me and him did the Chicago event a few years ago for the dog show. He kind of took my place after I had my run with the dog show. He's been the dog show dude, but that dog show event has really grown and taken off, and he travels with that. But we did the Chicago event. Good guy. He called me. Horizon Academy is having their back to school event on my birthday Monday, and shouts to Hot 1029. Pretty sure they'll be in the building. Hopefully they got a tent, an extra tent. Booked that gig with them kind of last minute. So there was like, "Are you gonna work on your birthday?" And I'm like, "This is 41 of these. We work on these now." So this 12 to 4. Y'all just made the money I'm gonna go spend after we get done. So, you know, dinner is paid for and all that. So we booked that. Had a gig yesterday. Shouts to my home girl, and actually is somebody that he knows as well. He got me this gig as well. But yeah, she graduated from college and had a graduation party out there. It was 100 people, real intimate, but man, they had a good time. And I don't know if I should say this or if I'm supposed to say this, but my birthday, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. They was like having little drinks and sneaking in. I don't know if it was like supposed to have drinks or wasn't, but the drinks was flowing, and tequila was flowing, and a small bottle of Patron Reposado ended up around me, and by the time I left, it was empty. I don't know. It was one of those nights where I was blending, got my whiskey with Busta. I was having a time, so it was fun. Everybody had a good time. Did that yesterday. I'm gonna stop by the festival today with my kids, and then what else I got going on? Tuesday is National Night Out, and I got booked for a nursing home in Vandalia. So this should be fun. But I'm doing that from 6 to 8. I'm gonna turn up the old folks. They gonna get this killer. They get
Damn, I ain't never did a nursing home. How you prepping for that?
So the girl that reached out to me, I did their wedding years ago, and she must be some of a big wig at this nursing home, and she wanted me to come turn up the old folks, is what she said. So I was like, okay, so I'm there. So a little 2-hour gig, 6 to 8, nothing crazy, but just nice to have a busy weekend, making some money around your birthday. That always makes birthdays and just life better when you extra money's coming in. So yeah, it was a nice busy week, and then these kids, man, they dropped the bag on me getting ready for school. The Sheen order had to be complete and whatever else they was ordering. So it was, you make it, you spend it. You make it, you spend it. But I've been busy with that. So that was
coming in and going out, man. All right, man. The biggest story of last week, man, was the crazy situation that happened with Bronny James, man. He got rushed to the hospital after suffering a cardiac arrest while working out with the basketball team at USC. Killer, you sent that out, man. What was your first reaction?
Yeah, so like I got that, and you know how you think those like posts that just come on Monday morning, Tuesday morning, whatever day that was, and it just feels like, man, yeah, right. Like who yeah, right, Bronny. And my first reaction was like, why are these young people having these fallouts? Like, this is literally like young people that are in the best shapes they're ever gonna be in. Like really, really, really in shape and just having these issues. And I didn't believe it at first. But then, it takes that blue check mark from ESPN or that TMZ drop or whatever to be like, oh shit, this is LeBron James' son. And like now it's like, ooh, this is terrible timing. Terrible. So that was my first thoughts.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And just me and the homies was talking, like, I don't know if it's a product of, I don't know if it's even new culture of AAU basketball where the kids is playing 10 games a day and, so much wear and tear on the body. And I mean, you're talking about some of the most in shape folks, young folks having a cardiac arrest. So to my understanding, is that a heart attack? Is that just another word for a heart attack or a version of it?
I mean, it's what leads to a heart attack. It's the sudden stop of the heart. It's not really the heart attack yet, but that's cardiac arrest leads to cardiac heart attack. So that's what it leads to. But what you said about the overwork, like that hits me a little like, because these kids right now, they focus on something and they go hard at it. We focused and played like 5 sports and didn't care which one of them went. We just loved them, and it was never a break. So it was soccer in the fall, it was basketball in the winter, it was baseball in the spring. It was a like I can remember being from 3rd to 6th grade, and by the time I got to 6th, 7th grade, my doctor telling me if I don't slow down, I'm gonna have arthritis in my knees before I'm 21. And it was like it was a nonstop. I never took a break. I'll be finishing up one sport and be going to practice to the other. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they work hard, yes, but like that's been going on. Like that's been a thing when I was a child too. And it's like I wonder if it's more like this COVID shit really causes some things. These vaccines could cause something. Like what's going on that's all of a sudden we're seeing it. It's been happening. I mean, it happens every day. It happens at every store, at every restaurant, in every state, every day. You know what I'm saying? But we're seeing it, and it's present amongst people that we supposed to be like, yo, y'all supposed to be, heart rate of 40 when you rest. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't supposed to have no issue. So
yeah, for me, man, it's 2 things. One, it took me reminding me of Reggie Lewis, who used to play for the Celtics. He suffered cardiac arrest and passed away. Hank Gathers, he played college basketball. He suffered cardiac arrest, and come to find out, like they had heart defects, and just these are things that are missed on checkups and things of that nature, and they don't find them out until after, unfortunately, they passed away and everything like that. So that's what it made me think of. And then the second thing it made me think of is, like you said, Killer, like this happens a lot more often than is reported. Young Bobby Jones in Austin, Texas, that happened to him too, but it's not reported on because he's not Bronny James. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't no knock on Bronny James. He's a celebrity because of his father and what he's able to do. And celebrities are always going to get more pub than the average Joe. But then the third part is, like, we're in the middle of one of the hot streaks, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be August, about to be the hottest month of the year, and that's when high school football goes back. That's when college football goes back. So, knock on wood, but we already know it's going to happen. It's going to be reports of, unfortunately, high school athlete or a college athlete passing away from heat exhaustion, and then we're going to move on with the rest of our day. We'll be like, damn, that's sad, and then we're going to move on, man. So, like, these type of things happen all the time. I think just because it was Bronny James and because of who he is and who his father is, everybody's like, oh my God, it's COVID. It's the vaccine. Like, nah, this is the number one killer of young people, especially young people playing basketball or other sports, is because, you know, hey, they don't check for these type of things because who's checking somebody's heart at this age? Because they look in such phenomenal shape and everything like that. Wishing all the young athletes nothing but the best this season, man. Stay hydrated out there, man, because it gets hot. I mean, shit, it was hot as hell on Friday, and nigga, I was about to pass out, and I was just walking.
I just really hope that he can continue his dream, because there's nothing like what this made me think of, and I've been knocking on wood. Like, I hate to say it out loud, but it's just what I've been thinking of. But like the whole what's Cooper Manning, like the brother of the Mannings, like your brothers get famous, but you was the older one, and you had like a spinal issue or something that led to you not being able to continue your sports dream, and like you were supposed to be the dog, and it's like you got to watch them go, and it's like Bronny might have to sit there and watch his little brother be the dog, and it's like I'm hoping that he can just get back to his dream. That's really
most def, man. We got a ton of sports to get into. I don't even know where y'all want to start. Y'all want to start with Jaylen Brown?
Crawford whooping that ass. That's where I want to start.
Go ahead, Brody.
Man, so look, I don't even watch boxing like that, but I shouts to I think it's the Undisputed with Ryan Clark and Fred Taylor, their podcast.
Pivot.
Yeah. They had Crawford on there in an interview, and I just happened to be home one day on an off day and watched the whole hour interview and just kind of fell in love with his story. I know they were both undefeated. I know the magnitude of this, but I'm not like the hugest boxing dude. Like, I tap in on the big ones. That's pause, but that's about it. But I was excited to get done with this gig. I knew it was over at 10. So I'm actually calling, my people's like, if I go buy this certain thing at Walmart, do I got time to set this thing up before? It was like, you pushing it. And I was like, okay, never mind. So end up getting the link and all was well. But I was excited. The walkout got me, man. That walkout with Crawford had me so turned. I was ready to do anything. I could have said, jump over this bridge. I would have tried. But I was just fired up for it, and to fall in love with his story, and then the way he just handled that, man, he was always ready for that quick one, that quick uppercut, that before you throw that, hey, it was, man, I loved it. It was a great fight.
Did you put any money on it?
Hell yeah. So I went, and they had a bunch of like bets you could make where either Spence will win by TKO, KO, or DQ, or Crawford will win. And so I just took one of each of those. I figured it would be a knockout, and then I made a couple other bets on like a draw, so everybody could be complaining about the biggest fight and its rigs. I was ready for that story, but I think I put like 10 on there and won like 40, 45. So my goal, honestly, I was trying to make money to bet on golf today in the Icon. Sunday golf, I got a few picks for the Sunday upset because there's a guy that's leading, but he's not really a strong golfer, so I'm hoping he collapses, and then if he collapses, I'm getting paid. So, but yeah, the fight was good. Where was y'all at with it?
I didn't even get a chance to watch it, man.
Dead life.
No, the link life. Something was going on. The shit was like every 2 seconds was freezing. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Try to go to my backup joint. Same scenario. By the time I turned it on, it was already 4th round. That shit froze, and then I couldn't check back in. I saw a little bit of the 5th round, and then that was it. Just gave up.
Oh, man. You caught the highlights, though, right?
Yeah. Nigga got that Martin beaten. Like, nigga was looking lumped up, man.
Nigga. So, like I was saying, man, leaving the 50 Cent show, like, we had it all planned out. Like, all right, look, we already know he's doing In the Club last. So soon as that go shorty part come on, let's go. Like we can watch the stage as we're walking out. So like we stayed for like the first verse, and then like we power walking to the car, ass and elbows to the car. We get to the car, jump in the whip. We in line, and y'all know how River Bend traffic is, slow as all hell. But you know, we snaked our way up out of there. So we watching the undercard, and it's like, all right, are we gonna go to the casino in Cincy, or are we gonna try to make it to the crib? Like it's like the 6th round. I'm like, all right, they'll be walking to the ring about 11:15. I was like, we ain't gonna get home until midnight. They'll probably be like in the 5th round by the time we get home. But like we was gonna try to go to the casino, but they was directing us toward the highway towards home. I was like, shit, we going to the crib. So I'm gunning it to the crib and everything. So the fight start, and wifey trying to show me the fight and watch it at the same time, and I'm trying to drive at the same time. She's like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm like, what's going on? So just from her reaction, I know action is happening. It's like, yo, Crawford beating his ass. I was like, beating his ass? I was like, look, I thought Bud was gonna win, but I didn't think it was gonna be that. I didn't think it was gonna be a beatdown. So we get home, the fight is still going on. I'm trying to boot up the Fire Stick. I'm like, oh, this shit not working. Update. No, I don't want to update. Just go to the regular. So I went to the backup option. Backup option not working. Her shit started freezing. I'm like, fuck. I go on Facebook, and Facebook had a link.
Damn.
Watch the last round, and oh my God. Beat down city, man. You know, you just got to give it up to Bud Crawford, man. He put in that work, and he took him out. And like, Errol is a dog. But what I always was saying going into the fight was like, look, man, Errol is not a real good defensive fighter. He's a very good offensive fighter. He takes a lot of shots to land his shots. So I didn't see lesser fighters laying good shots on him. I was like, man, he can't do that against Bud. Like, he can't try to come in for the kill and eat a punch just so he can land a haymaker to knock somebody out. He's going to get tagged. And that's exactly what happened. I didn't think it was going to be a knockout, though. I thought it was going to go to decision. And I love fights that end like this. I love fights that do not end in controversy. I like a clear-cut winner. Ain't nobody saying, oh, I got robbed or nothing like that. And another thing about Errol Spence, he gave props to Bud Crawford. He didn't make up any excuses. He's just like, hey, man, the better fighter won because, you know, shouts out to Deontay Wilder. But, like, every time he done lost to Tyson Fury, it's been an excuse. You know? Oh, man, my uniform was too tight. I had on this big-ass crazy outfit looking like the Shredder from Ninja Turtles. Or whatever the case may be. Errol took his loss like a man, and I expect Errol Spence not to do the rematch. I expect him to go up and weight to, you know what I'm saying, like 155.
Yeah.
You don't think he won his lick back, man? He trying to get some of that rematch. No,
not at that way, dude. Dude, walk around weight is probably like 170. To get all the way down to like 145, that's a lot of weight to be cut, man. Eating a whole bunch of egg whites and turkey bacon all day. He like, man, fuck that, nigga. Give me a steak.
Yeah, it was a great fight. I enjoyed every second of it.
He might though. That bag, I'm sure that bag was worth the beat down.
Yeah, and that's why you got the rematch clause in there. Let's run this shit back.
I saw him say
that bag.
I saw him say in a post-game interview with that Martin face, he was talking about how my timing was off and better man won, but the video said it was like he got emotional during his post-game. I didn't watch the whole thing, but apparently he was pretty heartbroken about taking that L. So he might come back wanting another round. So
in that fashion too, man. It's one thing, you know what I'm saying, to lose by a decision or just to get beat down from the word go. You know what I'm saying? And that's your first loss of your career.
But if you come back and take 2 losses, then what?
That's why you should go up. You just go up because he go up and wait. He go up and wait. He gonna be knocking niggas out again. Yeah. He'll be bouncing right back. He'll be bounced right back. And then maybe like if you win some titles at the next weight class, maybe Crawford will come up to that weight class. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should go mess around in this 135 shit no more, man. Somebody that's 33 years old, that's 5'11", should not be weighing no 135 pounds.
Right.
All right, Jaylen Brown talking about catching a bag. He caught a major bag. $305 million extension with the Celtics for 5 years. Shouts out to Jaylen Brown on getting that bag.
Don't leave out guaranteed.
Oh yeah. NBA contracts is all guaranteed. Fuck the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Dizzle, you know what I'm saying? Word of advice. Don't have baby Dizzle playing football, basketball, soccer. Basketball, soccer, and baseball. Do not have them playing that pigskin because them contracts is not guaranteed, but they are in the other sports.
Yeah, shout out to Jaylen Brown though. I know y'all saw the interview or press conference he got or gave after getting the bag, saying that he wants to build up Black Wall Street in Boston. Just saying his plans to do or what to do with the bag, building up his community. Very articulate dude, so it's always good to hear him speaking. And to see somebody so vocal about bringing up the community is good to see him get the bag. Might have to become a Boston fan just because of that.
Hey man,
I got a question
Brown,
too.
Man. Go ahead, bro.
When it says fully guaranteed and includes a trade kicker, but the final year will not include a player option, that's saying that the trade kicker, he can kick back any trade he wants up until
no. If he's traded, he gets more money.
And the final year, he don't have no say so.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have like a player option.
Gotcha. Okay, I was making sure I understood that.
Yeah, he's getting a major.
So he gets traded. Jesus Christ.
Right, like even more money. Like I think like the final year is like $70 million. Yeah, like so you talking about that Black Wall Street that he's trying to develop in Boston, giving back, and he's always been super vocal. One of the issues he was having with Boston, outside of them always trying to trade him for Kevin Durant, was like they told him, we talked about this before about that article, approved charities from the Boston Celtics that he was allowed to do, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that was a sticking point for him. Like, look, man, y'all not about to tell me what I can and can't do in my free time with my money. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, I'm sure that was a sticking point for him. Like, hey, man, y'all gonna stop saying these are suggested Boston Celtics activities that we want you to be involved in. Hey, get back to this community or be involved in this organization. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to. And they basically relented on that. So that was dope.
Yeah, it's good to see the stars putting their money where their mouth is. LeBron with the what's it called, the chosen school, the I promise, like that shit is dope, and that's growing. I remember when it was just an idea, and then following up to development, the opening of the school, and now he's giving families that go to the school housing. So if Jaylen Brown could do anything in that nature, power to him.
Yeah, what do y'all think about the backlash that he got about getting this big ass contract? I mean, he does have the biggest contract in NBA history.
I'll just Google it, his playoff numbers, because that's right where I was headed. Is he worth that, man? If three, is he? I know he's a team leader. Like I know he's important, but man, I can think of some other players I want to try to get.
My thing is, every year there's going to be somebody's going to set the bar higher. You know what I mean? We're saying this is the biggest contract. This is the biggest contract in history, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be that the next time somebody else gets a contract. I think they did like a side by side. I believe it was like 7 years ago. Mike Conley had the biggest contract in NBA history.
Yeah.
We talk about Mike Conley, great point guard, but for him to have at one point in time the biggest contract in NBA history is a little telling. So he's do this bag. He's an all-star, a key part of any success that they're gonna have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, give him the bag, and shit, whoever's next up, they're gonna get a bigger bag.
Absolutely, man. Like, so he's gonna basically eat up like 35% of that cap. So it goes like this: each year the cap goes up 10%. So, like you was talking about, like 7 years ago, the cap was like down here. But like, think in 5 years when the cap is like, I don't know, $300 million, he's still going to only eat up 35% of that cap because he's going to be making 70 and everybody else is going to be making big ass money too, man. So I have absolutely no problem with this. And he hasn't even entered his prime yet. You know what I'm saying? When he enters his prime and becomes the player that he's going to become, it's going to be a value. Just like, maybe 3-4 years ago when everybody was like, oh my God, Patrick Mahomes contract. And now look, Patrick Mahomes is a value.
Right.
Look at Herbert just got the bag. Burrow about to get the bag. Lamar got the bag. Like, he's like the 7th highest paid quarterback in the year. Are you okay?
I'm better now. I've been in that calf strain life many a times. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
But yeah, man. Now that we gave up Jaylen Brown a lot of love, let me hate real quick. What's worse, Jaylen Brown's left hand or them braids?
Ooh,
them braids. Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I think of braids.
He ain't got no hang time on his braids. He done had braids for like 2 years. He ain't got no hang time.
Go to Atlanta, he'll have the whole thing in like 3 weeks.
Nah, definitely the braids. He gotta go back to the box. Box cut was working for him.
Yeah, they like the sideways twist, like, bro. Like, I don't know what it look like. You got your little sister doing them, bro. You make way too much money to have your braids looking like that. All right, Ben Simmons allegedly is healthier than he was in his final year with the Philadelphia 76ers, looking to make a big impact this upcoming season for the Nets. Mark Spears reports. Oh wow, just cap all around, huh?
Cap.
Yeah. I don't was he hurt? He was playing last year, wasn't he? Am I tripping?
Like a day or two.
Yeah, he played about the same he played the last 3 years.
I'm done with Ben Simmons, yeah.
I don't care if he is the healthiest. He's still going. He could be the healthiest ever. That mental game is fucking him up. So until he shows he's over that, I'm gonna need like 7 straight weeks of hooping. Like, it ain't gonna be like 2 games. I'm like, oh, he back. No. I'm gonna need you to go through some traveling, some hotels you don't want to be at, some towns you don't want to be, and see how you hold up. Because that part of it is where he struggles the most.
Believe it when I see it.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Kevin Durant smoked weed before meeting with Adam Silver to discuss marijuana use in the NBA. Killer, the floor is yours.
God bless them Kevins, man. Man, I thought that shit. So I'll just watch the interview or that little clip where he was being asked that question, and you could tell like he was thinking about like, man, they already gonna say I'm talking too much or I'm hating, but he was telling them like, man, this is like drinking wine in the NBA now. Everybody does it. The stigma about it is lessened and it's starting to be more accepted amongst the masses. And for him to be who he is, stature wise, he got investments. He proudly said, I'm doing this. And hey, if I do this, what better way to come to the boss and be like, so let's get right to it. What we talk about?
Eyes low.
Yeah, the whole room smell like you. So, I mean, I thought it was gangster. I thought it was cool that he would go do that. But like, that just shows like whether he got fired or whether he like Kevin Durant is good right now forever. So it's like, I'm glad to see that you are stand on your own shit and be like, yeah, this is it. Like, because the J.R. Smiths and the other people that have gone through the realms of losing millions of dollars over this shit, they'll probably, one day appreciate that.
Yeah. What's the NFL? Are they up to speed or is marijuana still on the banned list?
They only test once a year. Like, they test before training camp and then that's it.
Okay. Yeah, it's about time. We got the knowledge now to see how it's not performance enhancing, all the benefits of it is not, making them a better basketball player. Why is it on that list?
Right.
But yeah, it's done tore up so many different, I know NFL careers, not so much in the NBA, at least that I know of, but yeah, hopefully they're just eliminated altogether.
No doubt. Now, the NBA players and former NBA players have jumped into our realm, the podcast realm. You know, we got Paul George podcast, JJ Redick, but somebody out there making waves on their pod is Jeff Teague, and he's more known for like these great stories that he tells about being in the NBA. But he's making waves right now. Says he'll take James Harden over D Wade all time. Is he tripping?
Yes,
Definitely tripping.
yeah.
Go
ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, James Harden is definitely one of the best shooting guards the game has seen. But D Wade was another beast on both ends of the floor. James Harden's defense is nowhere near D Wade's. James Harden's playoff performances is nowhere near D Wade's. And James Harden has had just as good of teammates as D Wade. So you can't give the whole excuse like D Wade had LeBron, D Wade had Shaq. James Harden had Kevin Durant. James Harden's had probably more, maybe more Hall of Famers as teammates.
Kevin Durant twice.
Kevin Durant twice. Like James Harden has had the opportunities to make something happen in the playoffs and just hasn't done it. So until then, it's D Wade.
And I know I'm probably stealing this from Kev because I know this is something that you would say, but like everybody
you don't know me, nigga.
Everybody loves the flashiness, the offensive side of the ball. They love to see that, but like I don't know that I would take my money when D Wade feel like hooping that he ain't shooting the ball just as good as Harden shoot the ball. I mean, like when D Wade was prime and really trying to score, D Wade put the team on his back on both sides of the ball every night. So like that's just something that I would never like. But I get the whole Harden got this whole Euro step, whatever you want to call it, change. But like everybody adds flavor to that position. I mean, you know, Reggie Miller, you know, was elusive at getting free. You know, you couldn't nobody keep up with his ass, and he run you around the floor. You know what I'm saying? So everybody added something to the shooting guard position, but like, nah, man, D Wade was a beast.
I would say go look at what D Wade accomplished post Shaq, prior to Bosh and Bron showing up. Look at those numbers and look what he was able to accomplish with Udonis Haslem being the second best player on the team.
That's why Bosh and Bron wanted to show up.
Exactly. Like, look, man, and to Dizzle's point, like the defensive side of the ball, I mean, D Wade was top tier. And they also played in the NBA Finals. And D Wade's team won 4 games to 1.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else you want me to say, man. So speaking on that, who is y'all top 5 shooting guards of all time?
For me, my top 5, in no order, because I couldn't organize it that way. But Ray Allen is there for sure. Reggie Miller is there for sure.
Reggie Miller. You said top 5?
Yeah. Now we get to. I'm just getting that out the way because now we get to the Kobe, the MJ, and then I'll put Curry there. So MJ, Kobe, Curry, Reggie Miller, and Ray Allen.
Okay. Can't be mad at your list. It's your list.
There's a bite in his lip like, nigga, are you crazy?
Okay. You missing Allen Iverson. I ain't gonna say nothing, but AI gotta be top 5. AI gotta be top 5. James Harden. I will put James Harden in there. Then you got Jordan, Kobe, D Wade. That was not in order, but those are the 5.
Okay, not bad. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Those in order, by the way. And then I'm gonna go Steph Curry because Steph Curry is a shooting guard. He is not a point guard. I don't know how many times I have to tell motherfuckers that he is not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. Steph is 3. D Wade is 4 for me. And
go ahead and say James Harden. That 3-year run in Houston was for the ages. Might not ever be, well, it might be done again, but it's gonna be a while.
Before you say, let me reverse
it's down to Allen Iverson and James Harden for me for the 5 spot. Because I do have to put respect. I'm not going to treat James Harden like he's a bum or anything like that outside of his playoff
No
performance.
Tracy McGrady. No Vince.
Definitely not Vince. Definitely not Vince.
No Crawford. Yeah, Crawford get nasty.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put James Harden at 5. I'll put James Harden at 5. He's slightly better than Allen Iverson. Slightly. Not by a lot, though. Not by a lot. Man. All right, man. So we got to talk about this, man, because some TV has actually come out. And I know y'all watched it. They cloned Tyrone, new Netflix movie. Please, Killer, tell me you watched it, because I know Dizzle watched it because I saw the tweet. So, Killer, have you watched? Oh, nigga, no.
What?
They cloned Tyrone on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
Whew. I watched it.
So what's y'all early thoughts on it?
I've watched it 3 times.
Oh, wow.
It took me 3 times to get it watched. So started, stopped.
Different ends of the spectrum. Let's go.
Started, stop it, but finally got it watched. But I enjoyed it. It got like a little predictable in the sense of like I felt like with the hood nigga leading the way, it's only right that the hood niggas come and try to like save the day. So that's where I felt it was headed. But like overall, the story of it, I thought it was like dope. And I've been hearing you're supposed to go rewatch it. So now that you know the story, you'll see other things. But like I feel like they kept showing that calendar on the wall for a reason, and they kept showing just little things that I feel like if I rewatch it, I'll understand. So, but it was good. It was good. Glad to see Fox back at it.
Man. I'm I'm a big fan of original movies, original shows. This wasn't a reboot. I don't think I've seen a movie about niggas in the hood getting cloned. You know what I mean? And one of the bigger things that it was kind of front of mind when watching this was I hope Jamie Foxx doesn't have cheesy one-liners, because I've seen a few Netflix Jamie Foxx collabs. What was that movie? He had
vampire movie.
He was fighting the vampires. I gave it a chance. I didn't like it. It was too many cheesy one-liners. But nah, great performance all around. I think I got a crush on the black lady with the fro. She was looking good. But nah, from beginning to end, it was interesting. I was like, damn, nigga got shot in the first 15 minutes of the movie. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Came back the next day. I'm like, yo, this shit was a good movie, man. I'll watch it again. It's one of the few movies that I've watched already multiple times, and I would definitely watch it again.
Yeah, that shit was fire, man. Like you said, when he got shot at the beginning, I was like, wait, all right, is this about to be like a situation where he's repeating the day over, like Groundhog Day type of situation? Because he started doing the same things over and over, and then I was like, oh no, like I see what's going on. So I started to catch on, and to your point, Killer, because I do watch a ton of TV and a ton of movies. I kind of like saw where they're gonna take this, but like, just the hidden messages in there, you know what I'm saying? The hood coming together to take the man down. And then the ending was my favorite part by far. You know what I'm saying? Not only was there a clone in that city, but it was a clone in LA as well. So like niggas doing the same thing over and over, and like it's just speaking volumes about society in general.
Optimus, what was they saying? What was the phrase they were saying to get them to freeze?
Oh, damn.
I forgot.
So whatever that phrase was, after I watched and completed the movie, my kids came in here. I said that shit loud as fuck, and I just was like, just checking. They're looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy?
Definitely a dope movie. I don't know if they're gonna try to do a sequel, because it seemed like they left a little bit open enough to where they could do this in a different city. They said that they was going to Memphis together, so you never know how they try to play it out. But I would definitely watch a sequel if they did come out with one.
Yeah,
Yeah, most definitely. They had the white dudes out there with froze, nigga. That shit was.
when I saw Jack Bauer, I already knew this shit was gonna be top tier because that's
Kevin Costner up in this joint. I'm not Kevin Costner. Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, man. Did y'all get a chance to check out Netflix's Quarterback?
I did. I watched that. I watched that as well. I watched Steph Curry shit too, young. But yeah, I watched the quarterbacks. I liked it. It was I like how it really like showed what was happening in real time on just last year football.
Yeah.
That was dope.
They got Mariota out the paint real quick. They was like, all right, your season's over. Like, we're not going to show you anymore.
Yeah.
But they already talking about season 2. But so far, quarterbacks to reject the offer: Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Dak, Sam Howell, and Stafford. Who the hell they going to get to do this, man? Everybody turning it down.
Baker Mayfield.
Say, they're going to get what's the hell Burrow might do it.
Yeah.
I can see his wanting to be on TBS, wanting to do
if he get that contract, he will.
Yeah, exactly.
Who would y'all want to see?
I see Lamar. If Lamar was on there, I'll watch it. I
want to see Deshaun Watson. What happened? I just want to know what happened.
Hell nah.
I just want the inside story.
I mean, yeah, man. All the guys that I want to see on there said no already. I would definitely want to see Hurts, Lamar, and Justin Fields. Maybe CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying, get a rookie's perspective on it.
I don't want to see like Geno and shit. If they go that route, it's over. Like I don't want to see like no old head that's like getting this last run. Like I don't somebody that's 22 and acting a fool. So.
Well, you talked about it, man. You said you watched Steph Doc. What did you think of it?
Man, I actually really enjoyed it. It was nice to see like that real underdog. No one thinks you're gonna be who you become story, and it was dope to I didn't really know. The day I met Steph Curry was probably the day most of the world met Steph Curry, was the day LeBron showed up at the game. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, oh shit, this is somebody I need to start paying attention to. But aside from that, he went across my TV. I wouldn't even know. But from that point on, I knew who Steph Curry was. And just for me, I think it was good to see that whole story of how he got to Davidson, why he got to Davidson, having to go through a whole, high school, learn how to shoot again, but the person that's telling you how to shoot is a pretty damn good shooter himself. So,
Definitely.
So it's like it was a dope story of like that whole process.
You get a chance to check it out, Denzel?
No, that is one that I feel like I kind of know the story. I've watched all the games in real time, so I don't know if I'm gonna check it out. Like I still ain't watched the LeBron James show.
You ain't see them Davidson clips they about to show.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You ain't seen them.
Bricks.
Oh shit.
Hey, it put it in perspective like a mother.
Hell
hey, hey, nigga, you kind of suck, nigga.
You was at the end of the bench like this at one point. Like
damn.
And you was talking about you was trying to go D1, nigga. You are trash, nigga.
It's on Netflix?
Apple TV.
Apple TV Plus, yeah.
Okay.
For me, I do have one slight beef with the doc, and it's pretty important. So like you said, Killer, it's mostly about like the underdog story, and you know what I'm saying, him rising above, getting a 1D1 offer, going to Davidson, basically having the neon green light from day one, and him not showing out until a little bit later in that season. Like his first game, like he had like 13 turnovers, it was like 2 for 100. And then the next game, he dropped like a 30 piece or whatever. So like that was like kind of the lights turning on for him. But a big part of his story, like, is the NBA. Like kind of like do the NBA thing, but kind of like in fast forward, like, you know, early in his career, you know, all the doubters and is he strong enough? Is he big enough? Is he durable enough? All that type of stuff. So like they sprinkle that in and then like do a little montage of like the ankle injuries and stuff. And then they show like a montage of winning the championships, you know, the first one versus the Cavs. And then there's like this part where they miss them losing to the Cavs, like losing the 3-1 lead that they had on the Cavs.
Where's that block at?
Yeah, like there's no LeBron James in that block. There's no Kyrie Irving hitting a shot over him. They kind of like skip, not even kind of, they totally skip over that. They go immediately to winning championships with Kevin Durant, and then they show the clip of them losing to the Raptors, and then like this build up to them beating the Celtics to get their championship back. That's a major part of your legacy, is blowing that 3-1 lead to the Cavs. And I think that deserves to be talked about in a documentary about yourself. Like, you know, Michael Jordan's documentary, The Last Dance, they didn't run away from him gambling. They didn't run away from, you know what I'm saying, the off the court stuff about, you know what I'm saying, him saying Republicans buy tennis shoes too. Like, they made it on because that was a part of the legacy. So that is a huge gripe that I have with this documentary. Like, that's a part of your legacy. Like, y'all gonna act like that shit totally didn't happen. Right. I'm not a fan of that. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Cavs fan. Right. Like, that's a major part.
Facts. They didn't want to show that we was up 3-2 and lost.
Like, because like that's a part of the redemption story as well. Because like after that, like you could have talked about like Iguodala winning the MVP, the Finals MVP. Steph's never won it, and then them losing to the Cavs. And oh man, then KD shows up. They win 2 championships in a row, and you still never won the Finals MVP. And then him winning the Finals MVP versus the Celtics, like that's part of the story as well. Yeah, so like I think they missed a major point with that, man, major point. So it was going from a 10 documentary, them missing that, it drops it all the way down to an 8 for me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm good call. Good call.
No doubt. Quick hitters before we slide up out of here. Dizzle.
Quick hitters.
Oh shit. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Are we getting the music popping? We the fans need a list.
My bad.
Niggas was in the comments clowning your bling bling
niggas
take.
I can't
so how y'all want to do?
They got good taste.
How y'all want to do it? Because I got my 3 ready.
The issue that I'm running into when I started trying to make this list is,
let's hear the issue. I want to hear this.
I got to remember what songs that were tried and nixed, and they can't be a part of the mix again.
Welcome to my world, nigga.
So
you sure? Because I might bring back up Nug If You Buck, you know what I'm saying? for reconsideration.
So it has to be what we really truly have left, because we've already went through those. So that's the issue, is getting all those together. I'm like halfway through. I've actually started listening, just going back and picking up and just trying to get, because I was struggling to keep up with what's been picked. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, we already said that one. I'm like, but did we? And then I can't verify until I go listen.
So do y'all have anything ready right now to bring to the table?
No.
I do not, but I would love to hear yours.
Yeah, let's get to it. Let's keep the show going, man. Let's keep the show going. So I know that these haven't been brought to the table, but let's get right to it. I think this can be a clean sweep, man. 3 for 3. Let's get it.
I hope so.
We're going to start it out like this, man. We're going to start it out with a little Nelly, with a little Saint Lunatics. Everybody on here got a pair of Air Forces. Okay.
Give me 2 pair.
Yeah, that's the list.
All right, so did y'all, when y'all bought y'all Air Forces, go on the trend of licking the bottoms?
Never.
No? Okay.
Did you?
I did. I think I saw Fat Joe do it. So I definitely, when I got my first pair, licked the bottoms, man. I don't know why, but I definitely did it. All right.
Is there footage?
Nah.
Good.
No footage. Next up, classic joint. I don't know if we got Outkast on this list already.
We definitely got Cass on this list.
We do? Okay. Classic joint. I know this intro. This intro I definitely familiar with.
Everybody to the
Classic joint right there. So
with us.
So Killer already gave a thumbs up. So
let's go. We can go off the title alone. That's in there.
Yeah.
Facts. All right. Are you
before you say anything? Per my count, we are now at 41. We need 9 more songs for the top 50.
I got one more right here. It's also unanimous.
Gotta be quality.
Is he gonna go 3 for 3?
I'm going 3 for 3, and I will say we dropped the ball because this was not on the original list, but it gotta be on the major list.
So you just added one to?
This is a executive decision. We dropped the ball on this one.
We about to see.
We gonna see. Don't get clown.
Hold on.
This is Killer brought this to the table.
It's on the list.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hold on. What week?
I'm looking at that.
Early.
You sure?
I'm about to go back and look.
I thought he did.
No.
Maybe not. We wrote down.
No. If I'm mistaken, let me know, but I'm looking.
I don't see it.
I feel like I did.
Nah, you had the other Eminem joint.
My name is.
I had my name is, and then you had something else. But I'm like, when the dude walked out to it, I'm like, wait a second, we don't got this on the top 50. Yeah, 3 for 3.
3 for 3. So
Killer, are you gonna vote or it don't even matter?
Oh yeah, you in there.
Okay.
A clean sweep. Clean sweep. Congratulations. I will say this about this list. I got people hitting me up about the list, talking about the list is this, the list is that. Y'all missing this, y'all missing that. This shit is hard. This shit is difficult. And as you can see, Eminem didn't even make the initial list of options, and we forgot that song. And sometimes executive decisions must be made. So, salute.
Appreciate it.
I have 42 songs in our list, so we gotta find 8 more.
All we need to do is find out what songs are officially still eligible. Maybe you can write them in handwriting and then send it in a picture and.
all while drinking all birthday weekend.
And you said that nigga, I was irate. I was like, did this nigga just send me a handwritten note via picture?
That's funny.
Niggas gonna dig. Oh man, all right, man. It's time for quick hitters before we slide up out of here. Dizzle, you brought something crazy to the table as you're prone to do. What is up with Burger King, yo?
Yes, so each restaurant like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, when you go overseas, it's a whole different menu. It's not what we got here in America. And so the Burger King in Thailand has something called the real blank burger. And it could be the real lettuce burger, where it's 2 buns and a shit ton of lettuce. The real tomato burger, where it's just 2 buns and a boatload of tomatoes. They got something called the real meat burger. And you can get as many of these things as you want. So somebody bought a real meat burger with 100 patties. So it's just 2 buns and just 100 motherfucking patties. Yes. So I'm asking y'all, would y'all eat the real anything burger? Like, what would y'all put in y'all burger?
If it was just one thing?
Just one thing.
Bacon.
Ooh, okay.
Bacon and bread sandwich.
Man, I saw the picture. He was literally holding a big ass stack, and it was just a boatload of patties, bro. So I don't know how much it costs.
It would have to be the burger for me. I mean, I still struggle eating at Five Guys, so I couldn't imagine eating a burger that's like a million patties high. So I'm assuming you can do like a cheese one as well.
Yes, the real cheese. Yeah, and it was just big ass grilled cheese.
We got egg sandwiches.
I didn't see the egg, but I saw the cheese one for sure, and the meat one.
I was raised on egg sandwiches going to school. That was my mom's middle choice out the door.
I'm gonna have to send y'all a picture. This shit look crazy.
Oh god! And before we slide up out of here, man, everybody was laughing at me as you showed your toenail and asking why I was scared to look at it. To those,
did you go back and look?
Fuck no, hell no, hell no. I get grossed out very easily, so I won't be. And I took my headphones off too, so I don't even know what y'all was talking about, to be honest. So yeah, that was gross. So I just wanted to put that out there to all the people saying I was scared. I say F you. One more thing before you slide about, man. Y'all president or former president Donald Trump said he's planning to run for president from prison if he's convicted of his crimes.
That's dope.
Sound like another something to watch. He all got the entertainment value.
On brand, 100% on brand.
Right.
On brand. He is always on brand, man. All right, there it is. Another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Oh, shit. Excuse me, Burke. We out till next week.